Hello everyone, this is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda. I know it's been a while, but I've been purging and purging and purging since the full moon, and it's still going on. As in it's just like, there were like so many different things that were happening the weekend. On Saturday, I was feeling pretty good. And Sunday, I started to feel a little bit more heavy. It was like really heavy energy. It was just like light bombarding down. And the week before, I was kind of like straying off from my, diet and then going off on some junk food a little bit. And I ate some chicken also. I'm gonna admit to that because my body was just like, I was just really weak. I was feeling so weak that I was literally like losing weight. I was eating like, like chickpeas, like dal, like lentil and everything, but none of them seemed to hold. So I had to eat a little bit of chicken. So it wasn't like a massive amount of chicken, but just like a little bit. I had to eat just to make sure that I was feeling okay. It was like really tiring and I was losing weight. So during the weekend, like when I go off on the diet, and then if I listen to like commercialized music or like watch like commercialized movies, it lowers the vibrations. So I was kind of like being bombarded with these light waves, and then the new moon energy that was just like I was kind of fatigued. Like I was in a daze, I was fatigued, and it was a lot of like pressure resistance. So I pretty much couldn't get a lot of things done during the weekend that I do, like, household chores, grocery shopping, and then Monday was also like really difficult because there were things that were coming up to purge. And then it was just like, like when you feel like really tensed in your body, especially like your shoulders and your neck. It's like that resistance. The body gives these signals like it's like body's reaction to change. Like we have to leave the old paradigms and just heal and change our way of thinking, change our way of being. So the body reacts with kind of like a fear mode, I guess, when you have to make changes. So it's kind of like this resistance, and I can't get myself to surrender. And then it was just like that constant feeling of that, and really trying to find out what is the lesson, finishing that, and whatever that comes up, purging that while doing a full-time job. So that was pretty difficult. And yesterday not yesterday, but Monday night, one of my cats had like a high fever, because animals are also feeling this, like this nervous, anxious energy, and they're also going on high anxiety that my boy cat got like a bladder inflammation, and that's the same thing that he got in May. So I had to stay at home yesterday and make sure that he was okay, take him to the vet. And he's doing much better today, and I got the medicine also. So that was like an eye-opener, because even the animals are feeling this. This is a very, very intense, like I don't think I've ever felt anything like this. I'm trying to recall. I cannot think of the last time I felt something this intense. Like today, right now I literally felt, from a couple of hours ago, I just felt nausea, like extreme levels of nausea and a headache, as if like my third eye is about to like pop. I feel so much pressure there and in the back of my head, and it's just like I can't even breathe, and there's a sensation of tightness in the solar plexus. And I just feel like I'm just gonna throw up. That's how I feel. It's really intense. Like, when I'm seeing outside, seeing the energy, it just is at a different level. It's so bright and important, and the energy is very strong, like the light energy. It's literally just propelling us to another level of ascension, and this is like super duper potent energy. That's what I don't know what else to say. This is like another level. So the lessons I had to learn today was because of the this heavy resistance that we're feeling. The easiest thing to do is give unconditional love to yourself and give unconditional love to earth, and just give blessings to people around you. It doesn't matter who it is, just send blessings to people around you, because that is what's going to help you overcome this resistance, this pressure, this nervous, anxious energy. Like, the energy today is extremely difficult to navigate. It's this high anxiety, very jittery, very ungrounded because of the amount of light that's coming in. So when I sent the unconditional love to everyone and whoever comes up in my head, that helped me heal whatever the wounds that I have, to release and to allow this light to come in. So just keep sending unconditional love, especially to earth, like all of earth. Just imagine all of earth right in front of you and just send it, and that helps too. So all this, what comes up is a lot of past relationship issues, especially romantic relationships, whatever were old pains. And I also felt huge pressure and like a little bit of pain in the ears. And in the morning, it was as if I couldn't hear properly. It's like it was as if it's clogged up. My ears are clogged up, that I just couldn't hear properly. I couldn't focus. I couldn't my head is just build up with this so much of pressure and energy, and also it's just scattered thoughts. I'm thinking about this 1 minute, I'm thinking about something else, but these things were just coming up. And every time you understand the lesson, and you can feel the energy being released, healed and released, really quick. And some of the things I had to heal were the negative things that you've heard from people, especially people you were in relationships with. Like if they treated you in ways that hurt you, or that made you feel bad about being yourself and being who you are. That whole dynamics between relationships where we try to fit in to this box to make the other person feel good and safe, and you had to change yourself, be something else, not being able to be yourself. That means people won't accept you as who you are, and things like that. It's just and another thing is that just all these negative scenarios just keep coming, like the worst case scenarios, instead of the usual happy thoughts manifesting nicely and rapidly. Today it was just I was trying to keep my head from thinking negative thoughts, and they're all coming up to heal, especially the fears. We have this weekend was, and even now it's just fears were just being faced left, right, and center. The worst of the fears that you have to let go. It's each round gets tougher, it seems, because this full moon just kicked my ass. I'm still trying to finish purging. Usually I'm done purging by Monday, but now I'm still And I think there's a huge energy wave that came in today, so I can't even breathe, so I have to it was really hard focusing and trying to keep awake and trying to concentrate. It's like things from the past hurt, relationships, self-love, patience, all these things. Like, you have to, one of the things that I had to learn was patience for the things to fall into place, because there was this impulsiveness that came through today. That impulsive, I guess, is that Aries energy, just impulsive, just wanting to do, that fired up without thinking of the consequences, without thinking of what to do or planning. It was like that kind of energy, like the impulsive energy. And I'm a fire sign, so I definitely have that fire energy. So that's one of the big lessons that I have to learn in my life, not to do things by impulse, but really think and see if I really, really want it. So it was just like all these, I had a plan. So one of the things I had to do was I had to plan out for the next few months, what do I want to do, my goals, and then I had to set out like that plan of action and how to achieve it. So today's energy got me all over the place. I'm changing those plans. I'm like, okay, I'll do this instead of that. I had to like just hold myself back and say, no, listen, this is what you wanted to do. Go with the right decision instead of being impulsive. So that was a good thing, and that was a good lesson, I guess. Lesson as in like the things that, like a test that I overcame. And another thing is that it's like, if abundance is one of your things that you have to heal from, today we had to kind of give in to the energy of abundance and know that it's okay to have things in your life that you want and need, and abundance in all areas of your life. Because sometimes we feel like maybe we don't deserve it, or maybe we shouldn't have that much, or things like that, but like your body reacts in a different way. Your body gets like fearful because in the past or the past lives, sometimes this abundance led to bad things. So with that memory, your body starts to, that imprints, that soul imprints, your body starts to show signs of fear. And then you have to just tell your ego and your body, just, it's okay. Like, nothing bad is going to happen anymore. It's like you have to really convince your body that only good things are happening right now, and that's it. Nothing bad happens anymore. Because you're a co-creator now, you have to constantly be in the mindset that you are manifesting a reality with your thoughts and actions. So your thoughts and actions have to be aligned. So today was just like that. It took that extra ounce of strength to be committed to that positive manifestations. And then like be patient with yourself, instead of like when your body is responding to these fears and these fear, like this resistance to change, just be patient and just become the observer instead of being in that energy. Just pull out of that energy and just be the observer, and just give compassion to yourself, and compassion and love, and hold space for yourself, literally. And then that energy will just heal, process, and leave your body. And you have to trust that everything will fall into place, and there is always that time and a place that things take place. That's what you call divine timing. There has to be a perfect conjunction of time and space for something to come about, because that's the right time. So we have to just understand that we don't have to rush, we don't have to run ahead. Things happen when they're supposed to, and just let things happen the way it's supposed to. we don't know the bigger picture. We don't know the end goal. We don't know everything. We just know what we know. And there's an infinite amount of wisdom and knowledge out there that the guides and the higher self brings to us. And we just have to accept and be open to learning and getting their guidance. And then just, if you send love and blessings to Earth, like Mother Gaia, it will help you ground and get like a connection back to Earth. And it will help you with that energy, because there's a lot of energy. You have to direct it somewhere. Just take it as love and just send it to Earth, so everyone will benefit from that. And then another thing I was told is remember that you're a light worker, and just remember to do the work. Don't get caught up too much in the physical world, because there has to be a balance. Yeah, we have to learn to harmonize everything. So remember to do, everything in balance. And there's a lot of opportunities coming, because we have done a lot of manifesting. Now these opportunities, abundance, prosperity, they're available to us. That energy is available. So you just have to say, I'm open to receiving wonderful opportunities and abundance in all shapes and forms, in all forms. Like, if it's house, if it's marriage or romance, money, traveling, family, pets, everything that you want, everything that you consider is abundance will be given. So you just have to say, I align myself and I allow the universe to bring it to me. And also the energies of luck, because there's a lot of that luck and opportunities, but you just have to get into that mindset of abundance. How do you get into it? Just keep thinking about it and say, I align myself with abundance and prosperity, and I allow that energy to flow into me. If you keep saying it long enough, it's gonna work. If you don't know how that feels, that abundance feels, just keep saying it. Otherwise, think back in your lifetime when at any time that you felt like you were so lucky or so abundant, and think of that energy from that time and just put yourself into that energy, and that's it. And then another thing that we see is seeing through illusions and fears. So fears come up and they're kind of like projected. So you have to understand that it might be coming from other people or something like that. So wherever it comes from, they're illusions. Fear is an illusion. So whenever you fear something, like fear the worst, just say, this is an illusion. This is not real. This is not my reality. And then just let it go. We're here healing something, a part of ourselves or part of the collective, whatever it is, just let it heal and let it go. But overall, today I think has been really difficult. It's like a deer. I feel like a deer in the headlights. That's what you call it. Like when this like really bright light is shining, it's so bright that it's freaking blinding, and it came out of nowhere creeping up on me because I was not aware that this is I don't know, this is like a huge energy, a wave of light I feel like I see, and I didn't expect it today, so I didn't know, because I didn't have time to like find out or figure out. I was thinking that I'm still riding on the new moon energy, not the new moon, sorry, full moon energy, but it just feels different today. Like it's good though. It's like it's good energy, and I feel like I wanted to have fun, but at the same time I'm purging, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like two opposites grinding together. But yeah, it's very interesting how energy just keeps changing, and it becomes like bigger and bigger and more high level. Man, I would have died if I felt this like 2 years ago. Because of how like, you know, it's just how hard it is on my body. So yeah, I decided that I'm not gonna stray from my diet as much as possible, but I'm just still gonna go with what I need. I'm trying. I think the best thing that I can do for myself is not to watch commercial movies and not listen to commercial music. I was watching this South Indian movie, and South Indian movies have a lot of, like, you know, fight scenes and violence. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you had a wonderful purge time, and this really helps to level up to such a level that, you know, when we finish the purges and when we finish the lessons, we finish the tests, it is such a wonderful feeling, because we feel like we're at the top of our power, and it's such an empowering feeling, figuring out, oh my gosh, I have this new skill now, or oh my gosh, now I can do this. So it's an exhilarating time, but at the same time it's so difficult when we are going through this, because it's just so raw, you know. It's like the hardest parts are coming out, and it really takes a lot of guts to go through all this. So yeah, I just feel like we all should just be really proud, and we're doing the best that we can in our awakened state and our sleeping state. So it's really about how we take care of ourselves, and really being in alignment with our soul, and doing what is it that makes us happy and joyful. Because at the end of the day, how much love we give ourselves is how much love we give to everyone else around us, you know. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. This is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda.